All right, let's bring in our crypto-related guest. Sean Farrell is the head of digital asset strategy at Fundstrat. We're huge fans of Fundstrat here, and I'm a huge fan of his. Thanks a lot for being on the show today.
Thanks for having me.
All right, talk to me first and foremost about the general price action and the observations you're seeing in the digital asset landscape as of late.
Yeah, I mean, if we zoom in to the near term, I think investors right now are just de-risking ahead of Jackson Hole. Jay will respond to some conflicts in the their dual mandate that are popping up. Our view is that he'll approach things with a pretty wait-and-see mentality, and we'll probably have that risk clear tomorrow and have a bit of a relief rally following that. And ultimately down the road, I think we're going to have some data before the next FOMC meeting, and our view is that we're going to have a net dovish, net accommodative Fed going into the next FOMC, and we're probably going to be talking about either holding or cutting rates into an environment where inflation is it's not out of control, but it is above target. You have unemployment under control and growth slowing, but still solid. And it's an environment where I think crypto can really thrive.
Yeah, Sean, we talk a lot about what the commentary from a Jay Powell from the FOMC members mean on the equity side of things. What specifically do you think people in the crypto community either want to hear or are expecting to hear, not just from tomorrow's remarks, but moving forward from voting members at the Fed?
Yeah, well, I think they're going to want to, obviously a more dovish Fed is conducive for liquidity-sensitive assets, and so they're going to want to see the commentary from the dissenters that already exist within the Fed, and try to identify maybe shifts in tone from other non-dissenters. I mean, we're up to 3 out of 12 voting members that are doves at this point. We could get a 4th pretty soon, depending on how the whole Fed Governor Cook situation shakes out.
What a wild story.
But so I think the balance of power within the Fed is going to be a big focal point. Regarding the Fed.
Yeah, right before I brought you on, we brought our viewers kind of the updates there on how Bitcoin's been performing, Ethereum as well. What are you seeing out of the biggest institutional names about how they are positioning for some of the crypto giants?
Yeah, well, I mean, they have been paying attention to Bitcoin for the better part of this bull market cycle ever since, the ETFs launched. That was a watershed moment. We're starting to see Bitcoin get integrated into global portfolios. We also have crypto-linked equities getting added to indices, and so asset managers, fund managers are now having to contemplate Bitcoin performance as a part of their benchmark, and I think that's a huge shift in things. Now, as of late, say the past couple of months following the Genius Act and that Circle IPO, my inbox has been packed with folks looking to get exposure to stablecoins, which we view as a massive mega trend, and tokenization more broadly. That's pretty much the key word these days in conversations with institutions.
Right on. Sean Farrell, Fundstrat, thanks a lot for taking the time. I hope you'll come back on the show again soon, my man. It's good to have you.
Yeah, thanks for having me.